Biden calls for GOP help on gun violence, praises police for work. Washington, AP. President Joe Biden called on Republicans in Congress to help keep Americans safe from gun violence and praised police for their efforts to track down the Maine gunman who killed 18 people. Time equals 400 ms, greater than the Army reservist who opened fire in a bowling alley and then at a bar in Lewiston, Maine Wednesday night was found dead Friday from a self-inflicted gunshot. That ended an intensive two-day search for the gunman. Biden said the shooting and anxious search for the gunman has been tragic, not just for Lewiston, Maine, but for our entire country. The shooting spree has been devastating for the families of those killed and injured, leaving scores of family and friends praying and experiencing trauma no one ever wants to imagine, he said in a statement late Fridayl. He praised the police for their intense search over 2 days. Numerous brave law enforcement officers have worked around the clock to find this suspect and prevent the loss of more innocent life, all while risking their own. They are the best of us, he said. Law enforcement continue a manhunt in the aftermath of a mass shooting in Durham, Maine, Friday, October 27, 2023. Authorities are scouring hundreds of acres of family-owned property, sending dive teams to the bottom of a river and scrutinizing a possible suicide note in the second day of their intensive search for an Army reservist accused of fatally shooting several people in Maine. AP photo, Matt Rourke. Time equals 400 ms, greater than he thanked Maine Governor Janet Mills for her steady leadership during this time of crisis. And he said his administration would provide everything that is needed to support the people of Maine, and he asked for congressional help. Americans should not have to live like this, he said. I once again call on Republicans in Congress to fulfill their obligation to keep the American people safe. Until that day comes, I will continue to do everything in my power to end this gun violence epidemic. The Lewiston community, and all Americans, deserve nothing less. Law enforcement officers gather outside Shemengi's Bar and Grill in the aftermath of a mass shooting in Lewiston, Maine, Friday, October 27, 2023. Shocked and fearful Maine residents are keeping to their homes for a second night as hundreds of police and FBI agents search intently for Robert Card, a U.S. Army reservist authorities say fatally shot several people at a bowling alley and a bar. AP photo, Matt Rourke.